স্যার আপনার মাইক অফ।
Okay. So as I was saying, the last topic that I discussed is radius vector, and today we will start our discussion from direction cosine. So direction cosine. Let us say we have a vector A. Okay. Now this vector will be making three angles with the three coordinates. Okay. So if the three coordinates between this vector and the axis is alpha, beta, gamma, then we can say if alpha is the angle made with x-axis and beta is with y-axis and gamma is with z-axis, then I can write cos alpha is equal to ax divided by the magnitude of the whole vector, that is ax square plus ky square plus az square. Okay. In similarly, we can write cos beta is equal to ay divided by root over ax square plus ky square plus az square. And cos gamma, you understand what cos gamma will be, right? So it will be az divided by the same thing will be written here. So this is the cosine direction. Okay. The next topic is addition of vector with the help of components. Addition of vector. If you are given two vectors, we can add them up. We can multiply them, we can subtract them. We will see how. So if I have a vector A is equal to ax I plus ayj plus az k. Okay. Then we have another vector B, which is bx I plus by j plus bz k. And we want the result of that addition, a plus b. Then what we can do? It will be ax plus bx. Okay, ax plus bx into I plus similarly ay plus by into j plus az plus bz into k. Okay, now let's see an example. Okay, if a is equal to 3i minus 5j plus 2k and b is equal to minus 7i plus 9j minus 4k, and you want to add up, then what will happen? A plus b. Okay, we will take them together. So 3 minus 7, you must take into consideration the sign also, plus minus 5 plus 9, minus 5 plus 9 into k plus 2 minus 4. Okay. So it will be minus 4i minus 4j minus 2k. Minus no, 9 minus 5 is plus 4. Plus 4. Okay. So this will be the addition of the vectors. Okay. And then if you're told to find out the magnitude of this one, then how can you do? The magnitude, that means we will put absolute value sign. This absolute value sign means the magnitude. We are considering the magnitude, not direction. So how can we calculate? If you remember, okay, so this is going to be the magnitude. Do the calculation and it will give you the answer. I already showed you, right? If this is the vector, then the way to find out the magnitude of this A vector is ax square plus ay square plus az square, right? So similarly, if I want to find out the magnitude of this, ax square, ay square, az square. Okay. Anybody has any doubt? These are very easy things, I feel. Okay. Simply adding the same along the same axis, you add them up, and then you do the calculation. Okay. Now we will take a look at the subtraction of vector. How we can do the subtraction. Oh, also I want to show you the unit vector. If I want to find out the unit vector, then what I can do? For that, to find out the unit vector, I need to actually find out the answer of this first. 16 plus 16 plus 4. Then it will be 36, root over 36. Root over 36 can be, oh, root over 36 into 6. Okay, so it is 6. Now I want to find out the unit vector. So if the unit vector is u, okay, then what I can write? To get the unit vector, if you remember, we already discussed about this. Any vector will be divided by the magnitude of that vector. Any vector will be divided by the magnitude of that vector. Now a plus b, this is equal to, we got this, right? So in the numerator, we will write it minus 4i plus 4j. Minus 4i plus 4j minus 2k. Okay, divided by the magnitude, that is 6. So divided by 6. Now from here, actually you can do the further simplification. Okay, and that is, you can write 4 by 6i plus 4 by 6j minus 2 by 6. So 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3. So then you can write, okay, it will be minus 2 by 3i, 2 by 3j minus 1 by 3k. Okay. Before I show you the subtraction, anybody wants to ask any question from this topic? Addition? Anybody wants to ask any question from the subtraction addition? No one? Okay. So we will take a look at the subtraction. No. Okay. So again, let us say we have two vectors A and B, and we want to know the difference between them. A minus B. What do you think? What will happen? Can anybody guess what the answer is going to be, or what I'm going to write here? You should have got an idea from the addition of vectors. Sadia, can you guess?
Sir, AXI minus BXI.
Simple, right? See?
Yeah.
AX minus BX into I.
And common will be I.
Yeah, AY minus BY into J. I knew that if you study these lines from the book yourself, you can understand yourself. That is why I told you to go through these pages. Okay. I don't know whether you went through or not. Okay. So from here again, if I show you an example like the previous one, I think no need, right? Because there will be some numerical value 4i, 7j minus 3k. You will just replace the value here and you will get your answer. And if you are asked to find the magnitude, huh? Simon, কিছু বলছো?
এগুলো ইজি আছে।
এগুলো ইজি। ওকে। তো এরপর ম্যাগনিটিউড বের করতে বলে সেটাও পারবা, ইউনিট ভেক্টর বের করতে বলে সেটাও পারবা ইনশাআল্লাহ।
Yes.
Then we will get into the topic of multiplication of vector. Okay, now this is very important. There are so many numerical examples based on this. So we will try to take a good look at this, okay? And most probably that will be the last topic of this chapter. because at the end of the chapter there is a topic called calculus. Okay, uh, uh, calculus we will not be studying now, because yeah, you can see at the page number 74 it is written calculus, a branch of mathematics. So at first you will study this one in mathematics, then we will apply whatever you have learned in mathematics here in solving some numerical problems or some derivation also. Okay, so multiplication of vector. Let us start. Last topic of this chapter, multiplication of a vector by a scalar. Two types of multiplication are there. We have a vector quantity, we multiply it by a scalar. Okay, or we have a vector quantity, we multiply it with another vector. Okay, so vector into scalar, one type of multiplication. Vector into vector, another type of multiplication. Also, let's see. We can give you examples. Okay, at first we have multiplication of a scalar and vector. Okay, the best example is, there are so many examples actually. Let us consider F equal to ma. Here we know that mass, this is a scalar quantity, right? And acceleration, this is a vector quantity. So we are taking the product of them and we are getting a vector product. Okay, so here we are multiplying a scalar with a vector. Okay, then again, the second type of is we will multiply a vector with a vector. Okay, then what will happen? W is equal to force into displacement. We know force is a vector quantity. So a force is a vector quantity and displacement is a vector quantity. So here we are multiplying vector by a vector. So these are mainly two type. Okay. Achha. Now, this one we will not study in details. Actually, there is nothing much to study about this in details. Okay, this vector into vector, this one will further be divided into two categories. We will take a look. Okay, let us go through the lines of the book first. Come to page number 67. Okay, multiplication of a vector by a scalar. We are going through this topic first. Now, if we multiply a vector quantity by a scalar quantity, the result would be a vector quantity. Yes, we can see. Okay, the result is a vector quantity. Force is a vector quantity. So when a vector quantity A is multiplied by a scalar M, then we get a new vector MA, whose magnitude is MA. And the direction is towards the direction of A. Yes, it will be according to the direction of A. If the magnitude of M is negative, then the direction of MA would be in the opposite direction of A. If M is negative, even though the mass cannot be negative here, but let us say in some other equation, M represents a value which can be negative. So then if the value of M is negative, then it will be, let us say the value of M is -3. So this equation will become -3A. So as there is minus, what is the function of minus? To rotate something by 180 degree, right? To make something opposite. If you remember, I taught you this in grade 10, that from 0, if you want to go to 3, and from 0, if you want to go to -3, what is the difference? In both cases, actually, you will move a distance of 3. Here also, if you want to come, you will move a distance of 3. The distance is 3 in both the case, but the minus represents the direction. If you give +3, I will move in the right direction, 3 distance. If you give me -3, then I will move the same 3 distance, but now in the opposite direction. See, this 3 distance has rotated by 180 degree. That means minus turned something in the opposite direction, right? So if +3a represents this direction, -3a will be representing the opposite direction. Okay. So when M is positive, it will the direction of this will be according to the direction of this one. But when the value of M is something negative, then the direction of this is going to be the opposite direction of this. Okay, I hope you understand. Okay, then we will start the multiplication of a vector by a vector. But before that, I want to make sure whether you have any question in this or not. That is the scalar into scalar. Here, you have any doubt? No? Okay. So we can start the vector into vector. Okay. Now we already saw that whenever we are multiplying a scalar with a vector, we are getting a vector quantity. There is no actually exception in that case. Whenever you multiply a scalar with a vector, that is the first case, okay, always the answer is going to be a vector. But when you multiply a vector with a vector, then the answer can be scalar or the answer can be a vector. Now you might be thinking, sir, how is this possible? We will multiply two vector quantity and still we will get a scalar quantity. This is very much possible. If you see, okay, see vector into vector, you multiply both the vector and you got a scalar quantity. See, an example I gave you a little bit ago, that if you multiply force, which is a vector quantity, and you multiply displacement, which is also a vector quantity, you are going to get a work. Okay, now work is a scalar quantity. If you remember, if I ask you how much work you have done, you will tell me, sir, I have done 20 joule of work. You will never give me any direction. You will not tell me, sir, I did the work in this direction or up direction, downward direction. No, nobody gives that. Energy and work, these are scalar quantities. Only the magnitude is enough. Okay, only the magnitude is what we care about. Direction is not taken into consideration. Okay, can you hear me properly? I feel suddenly my name got weak. Can you hear me properly?
স্যার ব্রেক করে আসতেছে, কথা ব্রেক করে আসতেছে।
হঠাৎ করে একটা নেট প্রবলেম হয়ে গেছে মনে হয়। যাই এখন আবার ঠিক মনে হচ্ছে।
নো স্যার স্টিল।
আচ্ছা, okay, anyway, we are recording the class, so if anybody misses anything, you can revise it from the video. Okay. Acha, so multiply a vector by a vector, we got a scalar quantity. Okay. So we got to know that whenever we are multiplying a vector with a vector, the output can either be scalar or it can be vector. Okay. So we have actually classified this into two categories. That is, this one we call dot product. See, whenever we say this means 3 to the 6, right? In both the case, it means this dot actually represents the multiplication between them, and this cross also represents the multiplication between them. But in physics, in case of vector, these two represent different things. Okay. Whenever you put dot between two vectors, it will be actually called a dot product. Dot product, or we can say this is a scalar product. Dot product or scalar product. Okay, when there will be this point between the two vector and the output is going to be scalar. Okay, so whenever we will do this dot product, we will get a scalar quantity. Now whenever we do this cross product, that is vector into vector cross product, okay, this is called cross product. And if I do cross product, then I will get a vector after multiplying two vector quantity. Okay, so this is called cross product or vector product. Okay, so even though I do not mention and I tell you that Simon, find out A dot B. Okay, so from here actually you should understand that I'm telling you to do the dot product and your answer is going to be a scalar quantity. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And if I tell you that do A cross B, then from here you should be understanding that I'm telling you to do a cross product and your answer is going to be another vector quantity. Now, how the calculations are going to be for this dot product and cross product, we will take a look. Okay, come to page number 68. Scalar multiplication or scalar product or dot product. We will study this one first, okay? Acha, the multiplication, I'm going through the definition, okay? Definition. The multiplication of two vectors by which a scalar quantity is obtained. We will multiply two vectors and a scalar quantity will be obtained is called a scalar multiplication. We know that already. Now, the product of the magnitude of two vectors and the cosine of the smaller angle between them is called the scalar product of dot product. Now, what is this? According to the formula, we can say A dot B is equal to AB cos, what is the angle between them? They are considered theta, so AB cos theta. See now, if you read the line, you will understand, okay? The product of the magnitude of two vector, I have taken the product of them, and the cosine of the smaller angle between them. If the angle between A and B is theta, okay, then cosine of the angle between them will be cos theta. So it will be the scalar product or dot product. That means whenever we're doing A dot B, we will write it equal to AB cos theta, where A and B are the magnitude of these two vectors, and theta will represent the angle between them. Okay? Achha. Now, following this, we want to know something. That what is I dot I? What is J dot J? What is K dot K? Now, if you see, I is the unit vector along x-axis. This I is also a unit vector along x-axis. Now, if both of them are along x-axis, what is the angle between them? Can anybody tell me what would be the angle between them? If two vectors are on the same line, okay, then what is the angle between them? Lamia?
0 degree.
So এটা বলতে এতক্ষণ লাগে 0 degree. Now we know that they are unit vector, right? So their magnitude, if I write it according to this line, see, we have to write the magnitude of the two vector. What is the magnitude of this vector? 1, because they are unit vector. So 1, for this I also 1. I have put the magnitude of these two vector, then cos of the angle between them, right? So cos 0 degree. What is the value of cos 0 degree? That is also 1. So 1 into 1 into 1 will give me the answer of 1. Okay, similarly, j into j, it will be equal to 1, k into k, it will be equal to 1. Now, this is important for MCQ, okay? They will ask you what is I into I is equal to. So, I into I is equal to, you have to say this is 1. But this is in case of dot product, okay? For cross product, the answer is going to be different. Now, let us take a look at this. I into j. Now, I is along x-axis and j is along y-axis. So, what is the angle between them?
90 degree.
90.
degree. So at first I will put the value of I, that is unit, so 1, the value of j, that is also unit vector, so 1. Now the angle between them, cos, you said that the angle is 90 degrees, so I will put cos 90 degree. What is the value of cos 90 degree?
0.
0, right. 0 into 1 into 1, you multiply anything with 0, the answer is going to be 0. Similarly, j into k, this will also be 0, k into I, this will also be 0, okay? So these are actually important, especially for MCQs, also actually important for our calculation. The calculation that we are going to see for that, this is important. Oh, actually we are already 2 minutes over. Okay, no problem. I would like to request you to go through the page number 69. Okay, go to the page number 69, 70, and 71. Please go through these 3 pages. Even though you do not understand, it's okay. I believe that you will understand because you have the intellectual capability. But in case if you don't understand whatever is written here, at least you will have an idea what I was going through in the next class. Okay, so see you in the next class, inshallah, and try to go through the details calculation of this scalar product. Okay. And I have already uploaded your previous videos. So Kanjimul and Morshed, who have already missed a lot of classes actually, please try to watch those videos, and then you will be understanding what is going on in the next class. Okay, you have a weekend, utilize it. Okay, so see you in the next class, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.